What's going on, everyone? This is Silent Riff and Miss Brandy here. She's behind the camera. But anyway, I'm going to do a cleanup of the bone awl that she had recovered. We have managed to keep it together this long, and it's right here in this case. If you want to pan up, and let's see here. Okay, this piece here was recovered about a good 2 feet above the clay pan, which is where the awl was recovered, and the drill was recovered just same depth, just further in. She had to make a few more scoops and then finally come across this dude right here, which is to me what looks like a Kirk style drilled, made of Dover flint. Very nice. It's pretty. And this piece come out of that pan down there where the awl was found, but this one dude here was found maybe a foot and a half before we got to the awl, or she did, may I say. So let me pull this awl out here. Now what we had done is I had several people tell me what I need to do to be able to keep this together. Believe it or not, as deep as it was found, it holds moisture down there. Even though you go through a dry part of soil, below that dry part, there will be a damp area. And all this gray right through here, it looks gray. It looks, I don't know. Yeah, to y'all it probably looks gray. It looks nasty to me, but it's like a scale. Like if you've had hard water, if you've ever owned a well, or been in a cave. I don't know. I've seen some stuff out of caves, and it's just real hard. You can't. I'm not gonna flick at it too hard or anything, but it's just like barnacles or something. Like if you found this underneath the water, and if you notice, hold up a second right there. See that V in there? Okay, this thing now is 6 3/8 inches long. So if this would had been bigger, and that's where it was drilled, then good grief, this thing would have been freaking, I don't think, used for anything. It had been more of a look piece. But with that V, to my point, how this has got it, you'd see more of a groove right here if it wasn't full of the patina, whatever you want to call it. And there's a groove on this backside right in here, all the way down, right almost to the tip. So if you can imagine, if, well, say the style of a Clovis, they're V shapes and they're fluted. I'm not saying they fluted this bone, but I'm just saying the point is, but if you could easily stick this in a shaft and tie it off, and this become a projectile point. I don't know what it was used for. Still going to have it looked at and studied, and still may never figure out what it was used for. But that tip there, that's big, and it's sharp too. It ain't no joke. I mean, been asked about a hairpin. Also, it was mentioned about it being a projectile piece, and also like a perforating style piece. But I guess all I can do is speculate at the moment. I've been told that if you find one, you're going to find more than one, because they never just made one. So we're hoping that maybe if there's more of these laying out there, that he'll tell a little bit more of the story. But there you go. And it's just amazing, because we don't find a lot of bone here. Like I stated in the video, it was weird. Now this piece here that I had it looked at, I was told it was made from a deer bone. What part I wasn't told, but it is part of deer. Um, we didn't get much in detail on that. I guess I should have, but anyway, that's deer bone. Turkey bone, it would be hollow on the inside. This ain't hollow, obviously, due to that end piece. It's just one thick piece. Whether they cut a piece of bone, I don't know. I don't know what part of the animal this is from. I'd say the leg, obviously, but we're learning as we go. Um, like to throw this Kurt out here. This was this Kurt here. Set that to the side. This Kurt here, like I said, was recovered about 2 feet above the bone awl. The weird thing, because I would have thought a bone awl would be above Kurt's stem base, and it's very translucent. I ain't got it set up to do where you can see, but it's even got that scale on there all over it. And you see it crystally, like how it just wants to sparkle. Very fascinating. I love it. It's a great piece. I might show that drill one more time. And this drill here, which was found just a few inches deeper heading into the ground versus up and down. It was just a little bit of a ways in, but all right there together. I mean, can't. I love it. Anything around 6,000 years old and stuff like that, and you got this stuff here laying here, and then your wife's like, "Hey, look," and then she rolls that out of the clay layer. It don't get much better than that. It's like, goodness. So there you go. That was our finding of the day, and hope y'all enjoy the video. And anyone that's got any information of how they feel this all was used for or whatnot, just send a message, and I'd like to hear anyone's input. Much love and respect to y'all. Have a good holiday. Take care.